probably the hardest part, the 200-word project summary. It's hard to be succinct in 200 words about what your project is. I've written these grants for a couple of organizations now, and I understand that, but it is critically important for our committees to have a flash so that they can remember what's going on when they read it really quickly. Do not include in your 200 words, you can put it at the top, the name of your project, the name of your organization, and the amount of the funding request. In the body of your 200 words, make sure you write a short descriptor of the project, how this project is, what its impact is going to be on Western New York, what that scope of it is, what it's going to impact. Is it going to impact the location, the people, how much money it will bring in or leverage, just that kind of stuff. Make sure it's all in there. Don't write what you think you've always written. Make sure you answer the questions. All right, then we get on to the project description, which is 3 pages. 10-point type, no smaller. We do have some older people on our committees.
Wow.
I'm not talking about you guys. And it's hard to read. I mean, 10 points it. Briefly describe the project of the activity. Is anybody else doing this? You know, we really want to fund unique projects, not a copycat project, unless, you know, you can justify that it's warranted because there's more need for it. Project readiness. Are you ready to do this? You have 1 year after you're awarded to spend the money. So we have to know that you are ready to go. So please provide a timeline for your grants. If you can please, this is a new part for those that have applied before. Describe the history of a project your organization has worked on that is approximately the same size and scope. We want to know that you can do what you are proposing to do. If you haven't done anything of the magnitude, tell us about a project that you're most proud of. Our committees have decided that they will do site visits for the semifinalists this year. So we want to be able to come and look at something. All right, justification for the fund support. How is it innovative? Describe how the project will have significant, immediate, and ongoing impact in its target audience and area. And how are you going to leverage this grant for other money? And how does the project develop our resources? And it can be people, natural environment, or the built environment. Project funding status. There is a budget form that is to be used as a template. You may have other things to add. It is on the back page. Please use a similar format to this so we can compare different grant proposals. And if it is part of a larger project, we want the project budget, but we also want some scope of the larger project. For instance, if we are funding the plans for something, we want to know the budget for the planning process, but we also would like to have an overview of the larger project. Okay. All other sources of funding, if you've gotten other sources, or if you have grant proposals out there, if you're talking to politicians for government money, list them all and tell us what the status is. Please attach your 990 and provide your current year budget with your year-to-date actuals. That is new this year, the year-to-date actuals. We haven't asked for that before. Like I said, we might be calling you if we have additional questions, so please give us somebody that knows what the project is all about. Now, some of the projects that we've had in the past, we've had 6. One of them was actually withdrawn. We have funded the demolition of an apartment building. That is where the pergola for the Darwin Martin House now stands. We have funded the materials, the educational materials and the travel materials for the Art on Wheels project. We have funded the plans for Buffalo State's Maritime Center. That actually has not been completed. It's our only one that hasn't to date. We funded the plans for the rainforest, which is the zoo, which has now been built. And then the last cycle we funded, we voted to fund the Massachusetts Avenue project, was going to buy a building for their home base. Unfortunately, they had to withdraw that after a year. So that's the kinds of things we're looking at. We will spread our wings and look at more different diverse projects. But just so you know, that's what the members have voted on in the past.